I'm going to stand up for men here. If men want a relationship, we fucking do want sex. Hello? What do you think we want to do? Sit there, play bingo and tiddlywinks every fucking night? What's wrong with you? Come on. You know this, right? And do you know what? Do you know something? Here's another one for you. What if he didn't want sex? Wouldn't you be gutted? I'd be gutted if I was a woman. I'd understand exactly what a woman would be feeling. Like, oh man, this sucks. Peter. All right, ladies and gents, welcome back to the show. It is wacky dating stories time, guys. It's that time of month. And yeah, it's got a bit fucking mad around here for Christmas, hasn't it? We're all a bit more emotional. We're all a bit more wound up. The stress levels have gone up. Everything's gone up, you know? Their spending's gone up. We're worried about our money. We're worried about, oh, Jesus, that the emotion. Have we got the loved one a proper present? Or do we all have to be nice on Christmas Day around the people that we don't want to be around or who we do want to be around? Now, luckily for me, I'm being around people that I want to be around, thank God. But look, I know there's a lot of people out there that you do suffer with this and you have to spend it, unfortunately, with somebody that you don't want to be around. And look, hey, Jesus, it's understandable. Who wants that, huh? And of course, but you know what, guys? I'm sorry, excuse me. It's the one time a year we just shut our traps and just fucking get on with it. Isn't it? You know, it is only one time a year. And maybe there's something that you can grow out of here without sounding corny here, but isn't it nice to be nice? Do you know, even if like the way I always try and look at it, and by the way, I'm no fucking expert on this one, okay? But I always try and come out with the outlook of, well, hang on a second. This person, whether it's Christmas Day or not, this person's being an asshole to me. Well, I'm not being an asshole. Therefore, it just shows you, or it should remind us that, well, okay, this person's actually taking a jab off me. You know what? I can just sit here and take it. I don't have any drama right now. I'm not causing any drama right now. Isn't that it's not a bad old thing, you know? And at the end of the day, especially if it's Christmas Day and you got other people around you, if they take a jab off you, well then everybody else knows. They all know the story here. So let them be an asshole. It's the one day. You know, the 26th of December, St. Stephen's Day, tell him go fuck himself if you want. But just take that jab on Christmas Day. I've taken jabs on Christmas Day. I think everybody's taken a jab or we've taken something wrong. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, that's my 2p of advice on that one. So guys, the wacky dating stories. Well, this is what I love about this podcast. It never fails to impress. Well, not yet anyway, because there's always something fucking cuckoo out here, guys. It's fucking great shit. I literally have, if you're watching me on YouTube, you can see I've got a big page here. I've literally written out my notes. I've got a page full of notes here of different dating scenarios here. Quite interesting ones actually too, and I think that you could probably be split 50-50. Like some of these are, I think it's actually hard to know which way you'd go. Do you know, would you side with the man? Would you side with the woman? So interesting now to see, guys. So okay, here we go. So right at the start of the month, I mean, fuck me, we just went into nuclear mode on 1st of December. We were talking about dirty, sexy stories, and there's people out there with, like the one person said that she knows a guy, he wants needles through his nipples, he wants people to stamp on his balls. Like I went fucking mental on social media. I loved this story. This was awesome. Like, if any of the ladies out there, I don't know, can you relate your breasts versus a man's balls here? You know, as in, like, are your breasts very sensitive if somebody smacks them or stamps on them or something? God forbid, hopefully someone ever doesn't. But Is it the same type of thing? I have no idea. Of course I can't speak. I have no explanation for that one. But jeez, man, there's some people that like this kind of pain. You know, apparently, this actually goes back to our childhood, believe it or not. So for instance, a lot of people, not everybody who's got this type of fetish, right? Not everybody. But apparently, that if you like pain in sex, apparently goes back to when you were getting abused, not sexually or physically or verbally. I'm just saying in general, if you're getting bullied or abused by a loved one, a parent, apparently it relates back to that. And again, like I said, not for everybody. But isn't that just so weird? You know, it's always about our parents. It's always about our mom. That's who it's all about at the end of the day. You know, they say that in psychology a lot of the time. Everything goes back to your mother. It's incredible. It really is. It's absolutely incredible. And I think here, like, stamping on his balls, like, does anyone realize how fucking painful that could be? Like, I'm telling you now, girls, and I'm sure you've seen guys where we fall to the floor with this pain. Like, you could have somebody come along. I could have one of my friends come along. Take his finger, flick me in the balls, the lightest little flick you'd ever see, right? And you could even be watching it and you might even go, well, you wouldn't even think twice about it because it's nothing. And yet we could fall, collapse on the fucking ground in pain. They're just so goddamn sensitive. And if you hit it at the right spot, oh Lord, it's all over. Like you're fucked. You are fucked for hours. The pain will still kind of keep going, just lurking around the place for, I mean, on and off for an hour afterwards. It's unbelievable. It's so hard to explain. So hard to explain. And Lord knows, don't be kicking men in the balls either, ladies. Okay, especially if you got a boyfriend or a husband. You know, they're his family jewels. If you ever want babies again, don't be kicking them in the balls. Because I think every guy on the planet's got a kick in the balls at one stage. But this is like, whoo, how many women, I'd like to know that. How many women actually like this stuff? You know, doing this pain to a guy. I mean, there's obviously women out there that would enjoy that. Of course there would be. Then obviously there's the guys who actually enjoy getting it done to them. But wow, like, Jesus. Woo! I want no more dirty stories, by the way, guys, on my social media, please, or my podcast. Please write into me, peter@thepeterwalshshow.com. I think these are great. I'm obviously not going to mention your name, of course. I'm not going to mention the person's name who likes to receive some pain and gain, right? So, it's got to send them into me. It's juicy shit, man. Okay, the next one. Eyelashes invented by a prostitute. Now, I actually did bring this one up about, I think it was about 6-7 months ago. I don't think I actually brought it up on the Whacky dating stories chapters though. But somebody brought it up again at the start of December. And I'm looking on even on Google here, guys and girls, right? I'm just double checking here. I even trying to find, did a prostitute invent eyelashes? And there's people saying here that oh yeah, there absolutely is, Peter. And I'm looking on here, like, there's a lot of mixed stories about it, I gotta say. A lot of mixed stories. And, I mean, one person says, eyelashes fell out from excessive sex. And so it was especially important for women to keep their eyelashes long to prove their chastity. Really? Is it all about sex here on this one? And that who invented eyelashes? So they're saying that reports of the first article lash extensions surfaced in late 19th century Paris. You see, doesn't it just have Paris written all over it? Doesn't it really? I'm not surprised hearing that one. However, they were a little more basic and a lot grimmer than their modern equivalents. One account from 1899 speaks of women having fall hair threaded into the skin with a needle. Oh, ladies, what are you doing to yourselves? Oh my God. Put into your fucking skin? Are you joking me? And then the first patent for modern lash extensions was issued in 1911. Holy fuck, we're going back over 100 years. To Anna Taylor, a woman from Canada. Now you see, I wonder, is that the French part of Canada too? So maybe she she had ancestors in France or something, then moved to Canada. But then they say 5 years later, Hollywood director D.W. Griffith had his production's wig maker create a similar concept out of real hair and spirit gum. Strip-style extensions were developed further until a major turning point in the 50s. Wow. Well, there you go. There you go. And then there was another lady called, bear with me now, guys. What was it again? It was a very weird one, they were saying. Cumbrella? I think it was Cumbrella, some lady. I'm just looking it up here again now, ladies and gents. Bear with me. And here we go. So they're saying Cumbrellas. In 1895, a Parisian lady of negotiable affections invented them to keep the rain out of her eyes. Quote, the rain. I presume she means the old nasty jasty in bed, huh? I'm getting very dirty on the podcast. Oh my god. Then one other lady says, apparently so, to act as a barrier against bodily fluids. Well, okay, here we go. Then somebody says, it's true, apparently they were called cumbrellas. Combrellas. Huh. Well, another lady says, 100% true. And then, yes, that's correct, Peter. And look up Merkin. Merkin. Oh, Jesus. Should we even dream of it? Should we even bother? Merkin. Do I even want to look at this? And she has a laugh out loud afterwards. Oh, a public wig. And they're showing, what's this guy's name again? Jared Leto. They're showing Jared Leto with a public wig. A Merkin is a public wig. Merkins were worn by prostitutes after shaving their mons pubis and are now used as decorative items or erotic devices by both men and women. Well, there you go. Fucking hell, man. Alright, let's move this on. What's next? Man approaches woman, wants sex, but some want other things too. That's my headline here I have written down on my page. I remember this one. So, a guy actually said that on my TikTok. He said that when a man approaches a woman, he automatically wants sex. That's not true. I'm a man. Speaking of course I can't speak for every man out there. But no. I mean, well, like, you see, it depends on what this guy's on about. But bottom line here, ladies and gents. Alright, especially for the ladies here. If a man approaches a woman, it could be for work, it could be for friends, it could be for anything. We all know this. And, okay, let's say he does want sex. Well, that's okay. What's the fucking problem here? And it doesn't mean that it's just sex he's looking for. Do you get me? If a guy is talking... Ladies, if a guy is talking to you in a bar, okay, and he's being flirty, yeah, maybe he wants to bang you. Maybe he does. But you know something? Maybe you want to bang him. Now, here at the same time, even if he does want sex, it doesn't mean he just wants just that. Maybe he's looking for a relationship. Maybe he's looking for a fling. Maybe he could be looking for a million fucking things. Don't jump to the conclusion, please, that it's all about just the sex. Of course, a lot of it can be. But you know what? I'm going to stand up for men here. If men want a relationship, we fucking do want sex. Hello? What do you think we want to do? Sit there, play bingo and tiddlywinks every fucking night? What's wrong with you? Come on. You know this. Right? And do you know what? Do you know something? Here's another one for you. What if he didn't want sex? Wouldn't you be gutted? I'd be gutted if I was a woman. I'd understand exactly what a woman would be feeling. Like, oh man, this sucks. And what if a woman didn't want to have sex with me? Oh my god, that'd be horrendous. Now I get it. Women aren't necessarily looking for the sex when they meet a guy, right? I understand that. But in general, if I had a girlfriend that I'm dating or seeing or going out with, and she doesn't want to have sex, like, and I know, it's not all about sex at the end of the day. But listen, let's give me a fucking break here. Let's cut the bullshit. If you're not having sex, it's fucked. Okay? It's fucked. Something is very wrong. Now, can you live with it? Maybe you can. Maybe you can. But something's going on here. You know, maybe you're gay. Maybe your wife is lesbian. Your husband's gay. Whatever it is. And that's fine if you both sign up for that. Who gives a shit? But in general, you don't want sex with your partner. You know? Like... oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I just thought it was very obvious, you know? When a guy wants to talk to a girl. Now, I don't agree with this guy, though, when a guy approaches a woman. Now, of course, does he mean the dating-wise or in a bar? Well, then, fair enough, right? Fair enough. But then, you know, you'd be amazed. There's actually some guys out there that actually don't want to actually necessarily fuck on the first date. He'd like to get to know the girl. Believe it or not, ladies, okay? Believe it or not, there is nice, decent guys out there. And it doesn't mean that every guy that wants to fuck is not a nice, decent guy. Maybe he just wants to have some fucking fun. Like a lot of girls do as well. You know? So please, ladies, I fucking beg you, don't judge every single man if you think he just wants sex. Maybe he does, and maybe he's an asshole, and that could be very, very true. But it could also be a guy that just likes a bit of fun for now. Or maybe he doesn't want to have sex on the first night. So don't jump to conclusions, please, about guys and thinking that we all want to bang you instantly, okay? I gotta throw that in for the men here. Okay, another one. Guy dates a girl who has money and she's got everything she needs. Alright, she's a successful businesswoman. And the guy's getting her a book. Now, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Okay, where do you start with this one? She's got everything she needs. She's got loads of money. She can buy anything she wants. Now, what does the guy get? Okay, you see, from a man's point of view here, ladies, I can understand why he said, well, maybe I can get her a book. I genuinely can understand that. Now, I'm just looking through the rest of my the rest of my description here, and I can't remember now. It doesn't say about does she actually like books or not. Now, I'm assuming she does like books. I'm gonna assume that here, because why would he buy her a book otherwise, right? And in fact, if anything, the guy would just, like, if you're thinking that's a lazy way out for a man, that's actually wouldn't be the lazy way out, ladies. A real lazy fucking way would be to just run off and get you a voucher for somewhere. Now, there's women out there that obviously like the voucher, so let's not piss on that idea either. But there's women that like the voucher out there. So you can't fault a man for that either. And maybe she's told him this. So you have to always remember that part. So, okay, where does the guy start? Now, there's ladies here saying, and I'm even going to call it the comments here on TikTok. One woman saying, book a weekend away or something if she's not looking for anything specific. Another girl saying here, I like reading, but buying a book for someone is hard, and I prefer to get my own books. A spa day or massage session sounds much better. Fair enough. Fair enough. But then again, you see, like, does this girl have all the spa sessions she needs? Does she really need another one? You know? Maybe he's trying to be different. See, that's the thing about a guy, ladies. You know, we're not the most inventive. I know. I get it. Jesus. We're not the most inventive and creative thinking people when it comes to buying presents. I 100% understand that. But maybe this is his way of trying to be creative and original, you know? Maybe it's food for thought. One woman says, please don't buy her a book unless it's an antique first copy. Okay, well, I don't read books, so... Okay, I can't really... Oh, someone of them says 50 Shades of Grey. Now we're talking. Maybe he should buy that. Start sprucing up the old sex life there, ladies. Sprucing up the old sex life. And you know what? I gotta admit, Maybe just, I don't know, if he can kind of create her something, make her something. You know, now, believe me, ladies, when you talk to men about this, it's like, oh my God, she wants, what the fuck am I going to make? And I know we should all go to work and focus on it. I get it. But Jesus, it's hard for us sometimes, ladies. It really is. Okay, let's move on. Next one. This one's an interesting one. Very, very interesting one. Guy and girl are flirting. They work in the same office block. He's leaving the office to a different job in mid-January. Right, so he's only got a few weeks left. He's thinking, does he go for it at the Christmas party with her? There's been a lot of flirting with them. Does he go for it at the Christmas party, or does he wait until mid-January? Now, you see, this one's an interesting one because you could go either way on this one. Do you know? Now, if it was me, I'd fucking just go for the Christmas night out. Fuck it. Couple of weeks of pain and torture, if it is, right? Couple of weeks of pain and torture, of being embarrassed in the office. But you know what? Here's the thing with embarrassment. You're only embarrassed if you feel embarrassed. And if you walk in the door not embarrassed and people are expecting you to be embarrassed, people are going to brush it off very quickly because, oh, Jesus, Peter doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a shit. Therefore, their laugh will last about 5 minutes and then all of a sudden they're thinking of something else. Do you know what I mean? You just go with the punches here. Do you know what I mean? But like you see, I don't mind. You see, I think there's one good advantage here for him. Number one, if he goes for it on the Christmas night out party, well, at least, you know, okay, if his plan works here and if it's not all bullshit and if she genuinely is interested and they hook up, well, number one, she knows that there's pressure off her. There's pressure off him too because in a few weeks he's gone, right? And let's be honest, anybody else that sees, like the work colleagues, if they see them hooking up, well, they all know he's probably leaving anyway. So like, Johnny's leaving there in a few weeks, sure. Good man, fair fucks to him, he's going for it. Why not? You know, in fact, if anything, you'd be applauding the guy for going for it. Like, hey, or even worse, or even better from, about fucking time Johnny went for it. Now, okay, like, if they do hook up, he could have a great Christmas with her. You see, this is why I think sometimes it's really worth going for the risk. Take that bold move. And let's be honest, this isn't a fucking bold move. The guy will be leaving in a couple of goddamn weeks. You know, he could even call in sick if he had to. Do you know that, like, if it was that fucking bad, he's come down with, I don't know, a really, really bad of coronavirus or flu or God knows what. He's out sick for whatever and he avoids her like the plague, as much as he can anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I don't see this as a problem. And what if he does have a wonderful Christmas with her? This could be the start of a beautiful relationship. This is why I always think, guys, if you gotta look at it, you can't keep looking at it in terms of, oh, what I gotta lose. What if you win? What if you do win? What if you do get everything you hoped for? Now, I can understand too, right? It depends on the scenario. I mean, now I don't have this information, but I mean, are they sitting in the same fucking office block where their two desks are facing each other and it's awkward? Well, okay. Then the stakes are raised here because now you just can't breathe around the person for a few weeks. Plus, there's only a few weeks to go. So I understand that part too. Like if it's too much, well then, hang on. You know? But you see, what I'd be afraid of is that the girl will be thinking, oh my God, Peter doesn't like me. Fuck, oh well, do you know what? I went for it at the Christmas party. I made it really obvious to Peter on the night out. Fuck it. He's not interested. He had his move. He had his chance. He's just looking for a bit of a flirt. Now I'd be concerned that, okay, well then obviously this girl may go off, find someone else, start dating him. Now, then again, if she really likes me, I wouldn't be worried about that too much, but I still don't want her dating someone either. I want to be fucking dating her. Do you know what I mean? So I would, no. You gotta seize the moment. You gotta fucking go for it. That's the way I look at this. You have to fucking go for it. So if there's anybody out there, Man or woman, you got your office party, or you've got a late, should I say late office party after Christmas, because I know there's plenty of those out there. You want the person, go fucking get them. Go fucking get them. Okay. Next. Girlfriend sneakily turns on boyfriend's location on the phone. You know, this happened to me. That's right. I'll always remember, and before I get into it, I'll never forget it. And I even remember the moment. I had my ex-girlfriend, we're sitting there. She asked me, can I see your phone? And for some reason, now, you see, I wasn't cheating on her, so, like, I didn't worry when she took my phone. Now, I was kind of wondering, why does she want my phone, though? I did think that, but I went, oh, grand, because she was a little bit paranoid, right? Now, little did I know that she was cheating on me, so, of course, her paranoia was only stemming from her own insecurity and fucking cheating bullshit. However, the thing is, I gave her my phone, she gives it back, and like, this girl did this so goddamn fast, it was unreal. We broke up a few weeks later. All of a sudden, for some weird fucking reason, and I swear to God, ladies and gentlemen, to my hand to God, I didn't remember about me wondering why she wanted to look at my phone, okay? It wasn't I was sitting there wondering, analysing this, analysing that about certain things, what happened, and why didn't that make sense. It just, hand to God, it just popped into my fucking head out of nowhere. Like, I mean, nowhere. I wasn't even thinking about her at that moment. And I don't know what it was. And bang. And I went, no. And I took out my phone, I went, and I'm sort of smiling at myself like, Peter, you're going a bit mental. And for some reason, my hands kept going, kept looking. Okay, turn on this app. I think, is it called My App or something? Or My Location app? Whichever it is on iPhone, guys. Sorry, I can't remember now. Even though I've got my iPhone here. Which one is it? I'll have a look there now. So, excuse me. So this happens. I look it up, and what do I see? My location turned on, and her email attached to it. Because you can attach someone's email. So, in other words, if I take your phone now, whoever's listening to me, right? I take your phone now. I can go into your app with your location thing, and I can type in my email. So I'm now invited to follow you on my phone, because I've got an email attached to my iPhone account, Apple account. So I can literally look at my phone, see where you are, anywhere in the world, as long as your phone is with you. And I tell you guys, that scared the shit out of me. I went, what the fuck? I turned it off instantly. Guess who texted me about 5 minutes later? Out of nowhere, by the way. Nowhere. Yep. Too much of a coincidence. Way too much of a fucking coincidence. So, same thing happened to this guy. I can't even believe it. Do you know what? This shit obviously happens quite a bit. Now, this happened to me 6 years ago. But again, I hear I hear this 6 years later. So I wonder, does this happen a lot? You know what I mean? And guys, and I'm telling you, if it happens to you, where you realize that your boyfriend or girlfriend has turned on your fucking location on your phone, right? They're watching you, they're spying on you. I'm telling you now, there's a really, really good chance that they're cheating on you because they want to know where you are, right? In other words, and it makes sense. Like, if you think about it, right? It makes total sense. You have someone over at your house and you're cheating on your boyfriend or girlfriend. Well, all you gotta do, where's my girlfriend? Oh, bang, you know where she is. Oh, she's still in Dublin. Perfect. You know? Very easy to fuck around. Very easy to fuck around. So, you know, guys, like, just be careful. The person who most of the time, the person who comes charging at you about cheating is the person that's cheating them fucking self. I've said this 1,000 times. Now, there can also be the chance that they got cheated on so badly that they're so fucked, right? But again, it depends on the scenario too. But I would say 80% of the time, 80% of the time, they're cheating on you if they come at you with all their bullshit. Okay, next. Is there more men on dating apps? That was an interesting question, and a guy emails into me and he says, Peter, I know this girl, she's single as well, he's single, and they exchanged phones to just have a look at, he wanted to check out what's his competition like, what are the men on like there, she wants to see what the women are like. Understandable, right? And there seem to be loads more men on the dating apps now. What's that about? I mean, I genuinely would have thought it would have been a 50-50 job here. I certainly wouldn't have thought it would be a lot more men. This guy was saying probably about 70% of that are on dating apps are men. 70! 7-0, ladies and gentlemen. 7-0. That's a big fucking percentage. So women have got the pick of the litter anyway, that's for sure, if it's true. But very interesting, guys. And, you know, I just wanted to brush over that one. It's not a huge story this month, but interesting, you know, just to think about that. Maybe, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but a lot of the comments on TikTok were saying, yeah, that is true. We see there's a lot more men. Then again, are women like exchanging, are men and women exchanging phones to check out the competition all the time? I don't think I've ever actually done it. Anyway. Okay, next. Girl asked to McDonald's on a first date. Oh, Lord. Now, this girl wasn't happy with this one. Now, you see, I'm gonna say something here now. I actually don't see it as a problem, depending on your scenario. Okay? Depending on your scenario. Like, okay, if you meet somebody on a dating app and it's your first date and you've never met before, going to fucking McDonald's is not the way to go. Now, if you've been chatting for months on end, video phone calls and this and that, and okay, I understand that, because, you know, you kind of have a bit of comfort with the person. Do you know what I mean? I can see it a bit more with that, but I can't see it with your first date, McDonald's. So lads out there that listen to me, don't take them to McDonald's. There's other places to go. But, you know, I would never rule out McDonald's for a date anyway. Do you know why? Because it's cheap and fucking cheerful. And McDonald's food is nice, let's be honest. Right? Unless she doesn't like McDonald's or he doesn't like McDonald's. But most of us do like a McDonald's, you know? Why not? It's cheap and cheerful. It can just be a bit of banter, a bit of fun. McDonald's doesn't have to be elegant all the time, right? And believe me, ladies, not all of us men want it all elegant all the time. And I'm not saying you do too, but, you know, we have this sort of thing in our heads that, oh God, I better bring her to a nice restaurant all the time, and Jesus. And, you know. Okay, next. This was a big one now. Girl was pissed off with the boyfriend because he doesn't want to go to the office Christmas party. Now, this was, I think, about a week and a half ago. The Christmas party's probably been done already. So, by the way, the guy who actually emailed in, if you can let me know, man, did you go or not? Because I'm very interested to know about this one. And in fairness, actually, a lot of the ladies here are standing up for the man here. Like, they're saying it's no big deal. Not that I would say that women would not, but you know what I mean? Like, and I really appreciate the honesty from the ladies here about this one. You know, because I'm siding with the guy on this one. I really have to say. So, guy cannot stand the office colleagues that she has. Cannot stand them. He doesn't want to go. He's not getting paid by the company. He's not gonna get paid to go there. He'll be sitting there like a fucking asshole, and I understand that. Even if he knows the guys well. How well does he know them? Like, his girlfriend's working there every fucking day. Not him. He doesn't have to fucking be there in the slightest. Now, here's the other thing. And by the way, guys, I did a podcast on this last week, so I won't go into too much detail because I'll just be repeating myself like a broken record, and I don't want to do that. But here's the big thing I think about this one, right? Why would she want him to go? Why would she want to put her work colleagues that she spends every single day with, why would she want to put them in a position where they have to be nice and polite to the guy that's not even working in the fucking office? Do you know? Like, this is what I'd be thinking to myself. I work every day now with John and Brenda and Bob, and, you know, jeez, I can't bring my girlfriend here. Jesus Christ. What if they don't like her? What if they're just pretending that they like her? What if we start talking about work, which we probably are, because let's be honest, everybody will talk about the work. What if we start talking about work? Do I really want my girlfriend? Number one, do I really want my girlfriend sitting there listening to this shit? No, that's called Peter being fucking selfish. Number two, do I really want Bob and Brenda to be in a position where they don't talk about work and they've got to talk and actually make effort with my girlfriend now? Nope, that's bullshit too. Now Peter is again being selfish. There's no winning here when your boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you're odd with this. And I'll leave it at this one with this point. Here's the big one as well. Your boyfriend or girlfriend who doesn't want to go, it can be a really great thing. Maybe you work with other guys or girls in there and your girlfriend or boyfriend could be, you know, worried that all of a sudden Peter, let's say I had a girlfriend right now and I've got loads of girls I talk to or I work with every single day. My girlfriend's sitting at home jealous and worried. Now, can you imagine if I had my jealous or worried, insecure girlfriend coming with me to check out the competition? Wouldn't that be horrendous? Because everybody would fucking know, probably. Right? They'd have a good idea at least. Then that creates awkwardness, tension. So, at least the boyfriend not going shows, in this case now, this lady that, or guy that contacted me, at least the guy's showing that he's not insecure about it. If he was that insecure about it, he'd be running off there. But he's not. And he can't stand them as well. Therefore, he doesn't want to cause a fight. He doesn't want to be around people. He doesn't want to get into this drunken state where he just takes it out on everybody because, well, fuck them. You know, and uses it as an excuse. Well, my girlfriend wanted me to go, so fuck it. It's a good sign that he doesn't. It's a great fucking sign. So, anyway. Next. Girl cheats on guy. He finds out his buddy caught her. And he's wondering, does he dump her before Christmas because he doesn't want to be, quote, an asshole. Well, look. That's clearly bullshit anyway. He doesn't want to be an asshole. You're not being an asshole for dumping your girlfriend at Christmas time or your boyfriend. Let's cut the bullshit here. But we know what's going on here. The poor guy, look, he's hurt. He's feeling it. It's just before Christmas. He's probably a fucking mess, right? Crying his eyes to sleep every night. And he's looking for an excuse to just not deal with this right now. But I would actually say, to be honest, in the long run, this shit would toughen you up in terms of I would dump her now. It would serve her right. Fuck her. And fuck any guy for doing it too if they did it, right? Fuck that girl right now in this case. In this scenario, because no, she shouldn't get away with that. No way. That's not right. Dump her right before Christmas, shove it up her ass, and that's it. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at this. I mean, why give her that? You know, what if she's going to cheat on him just before Christmas again? Or what if she cheats on him the few days after Christmas? You know what I mean? So, you know, listen, buddy, if you are listening to this podcast today, you're making excuses, okay? Now, listen, if you don't want to dump her, don't dump her. Don't dump her. You know, me or any other listener out there has no right in this world to tell you what to do and yeah, you should definitely, and that's it, boy. You know? It's your life, your decision. If you want to dump her, you should dump her. You're certainly not being a fucking asshole if you do dump her before Christmas. Not one bit. Number two, if you want to keep her, my man, keep her. It's your life, your business. I certainly would recommend that you do get rid of her. But I'm just giving my opinion on that one. I certainly wouldn't, but I certainly wouldn't listen to anybody. You do what you gotta do, buddy. So listen, if you are listening, the best of luck to you, man, and thanks for contacting me, and good luck. Good luck. Okay, the last one. Boyfriend is a bad cook. Girlfriend concerned to tell him, and he wants to cook for Christmas Day. Problem is, she's fearing, actually this brings me back to, remember Friends, Monica and Chandler? Monica's a really bad massager, is that what you'd call it? And Chandler just doesn't have the heart to tell her, so he keeps getting the massages. For some reason that just popped into my mind. Anyway, why am I telling you that? Doesn't matter. So, okay, same type of scenario though. The boyfriend's a bad cook. The girlfriend doesn't have the heart to tell him. Do you take it on the chin one more time for Christmas Day? Depends how much you want Christmas food. Do you like your Christmas Day meal? I mean, look. Oh, Jesus. I mean, oh, do you have the heart to tell the poor bastard? I mean, what are we? Maybe, oh, hang on. By the time this airs, actually, guys, I'm just recording this just before Christmas Day, so I wonder that they do it. Please let me know, guys, if you are doing it or not. Please let me know the update. Do you tell them? Christmas Day's coming up. Right. Christmas Day's coming up. Do you want to... will it break his heart? It's not going to break his heart. It would upset him. And obviously, but here's the problem. He's probably got his mind set because the Christmas dinner is a big part of Christmas Day. So all of a sudden now he's probably getting really fucking excited. Jesus. Oh, God. My heart goes out to this one. What you should have done, honey, is... And yeah, this is lovely hindsight. What you should have done is address this months ago. I would say if you can just get away with it. Get drunk. Fuck it. Fuck it. There you go. Easy solution. Don't tell him. Let him do his Christmas thing. Okay, he's going to be grand and happy. He's probably going to be worked up anyway, wired to the fucking moon for Christmas dinner. Because, in fairness, I suppose a lot of people feel that pressure and responsibility for Christmas food. Making the Christmas dinner. Totally understandable. So he's going to have all that on his shoulders, but he's going to be very excited too. He'll probably make his Christmas. Just get drunk. That's what I'd do. Get absolutely fucking inebriated drunk. And, I don't know, take one good shot at something before the meal. I mean... Is it that fucking bad that it's literally, you just can't eat the stuff? Listen, suck it up for one more day. Do it. Just do it. Fuck it. Don't break his heart. Don't upset him. It won't break his heart, sorry, but you don't want to upset him either. Let him have his Christmas thing. And then, you know what? On St. Stephen's Day, or Boxing Day, whichever you call it, the 26th of December... If you want to tell him that soon, tell him that soon. Tell him that soon. Christmas is over then. Now, I'd maybe give it a week or two here, let everything settle now after Christmas. That's what I would definitely do. But I mean, if he's trying to shove more Christmas food down your throat on the 26th from leftovers and stuff, and you're just like, oh my God, that's it, I can't do this anymore, you can't fucking do this anymore, and you're freaking out, well then, maybe you just gotta fucking call it. But if that was me, I'd give him the Christmas Day. Why not? Why not? And maybe try and help him get better at cooking. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe that could be a good... Oh, there you go. Maybe turn it into a hobby of yours. Maybe do a cooking class together, or fucking... Every Tuesday night you meet up at your house or his house, or you do whatever the fuck, right? Are they boyfriend? Yeah, they're boyfriend-girlfriend, so I don't know if they're living together. But that's what I would do. Meet up every Tuesday night or Sunday afternoon, whatever the fuck it is, and then you do your own kind of cooking thing. And then maybe he gets better, where he can actually do it next Christmas, and in fact, you're looking forward to his Christmas food then. Do you know? That's what I do anyway. So, guys, listen, I'm going to love you and leave you. We've gone on here for 3/4 of an hour. And, yeah, well, guys, this is Wacky Dating Stories of December 2023. Well, what's going to come in 2024? I mean, every month I've done this for the whole... I think I've done this for the whole year. And there's just been like I said, wacky dating stories all year round. So, Lord only knows what's coming in 2024. So, guys, thanks for listening today. I'll be back again soon. Bye-bye.
Peter.
Walsh.